Check out Friedman Adventures family member Angel Ramirez and his dear friend with those two big halibut caught today near Long Beach, California, fishing with sardines on an absolutely beautiful wintertime day. The halibut bite in Southern California has been awesome the last few years, and it looks like we're looking down the barrel of another great year. Beautiful fish for Angel and his buddy. Man, they're going to be having halibut tacos for the Super Bowl for sure.
Yeah, baby! Ow! Buen comienzo. Estamos.
Just look at that beautiful sunset back there. I'm here in Surfside, California. And tomorrow morning at 6:30 until 9:30, we'll be here surf fishing, having some fun, giving out some free prizes for the biggest fish, courtesy of Worm King, and so much more. Don't forget, you just go down and park at Anderson and Pacific Coast Highway. There's a great big tower down there. You can't miss it. Park there, walk out on the beach, hang a right, walk down about 15 minutes, and you'll find us in front of the playground. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Tomorrow, Super Bowl Sunday, we'll be finished 6 hours before kickoff, so it's your opportunity to bring the kids down and have some fun. And even if you don't like to fish, it's gonna be a blast. Bring a chair, some donuts and coffee, and just enjoy that beautiful ocean. Phil Friedman, looking forward to seeing you Super Bowl Sunday morning. Before we get started on today's morning briefing, don't forget, if you're headed to Ensenada, you're going to want to give Zeke Casas a call. Only 15 minutes from downtown, but just check out that spectacular view while in Ensenada, Baja, California Norte. And if that garage door is giving you a problem, then you're going to want to call your garage door man. That's Joe Welker. Tax problems? Nobody better than our friend Tim Marquez. Tim's been doing taxes for 35 years. Give the tax man a call today. And for your heating and or air conditioning needs, you're going to want to talk to our dear friend John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning. Hey, good morning, my dear friends, and welcome to Friedman Adventures. It is time for the morning briefing. We're here in Surfside, California, Super Bowl Sunday, and it's 6:30 this morning until 9:30. We're going to be fishing here on the beach. You know, this could be pre-recorded. In fact, if you look back there, there's a little bit of a hint as to what time of day this might be. But for all practical purposes, it's Super Bowl Sunday, and you know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh, is that good? At any time of the day, especially in the morning. By the way, there's a guy surf fishing right down the way from me. Hopefully he's catching some fish, and hopefully those little devils are gonna bite for us tomorrow, because it looks like it has calmed down substantially and we're supposed to lose the wind. It's a little breezy here this evening, but it's always breezy here in Surfside in the evenings. Beautiful sunset. Sunrise, wink, wink, behind me there on an absolutely gorgeous morning. All right, we've got a lot to talk about. There's been some halibut taken. How about Angel Ramirez on the lead-in with that gorgeous couple of flatties? Nice going, Angel. I love it, man. That guy is full of so much enthusiasm. So much enthusiasm. He is fantastic. And when he makes a catch, he makes sure I get it and I get to share it all with you. So really fantastic stuff. A reminder that Wednesday, I'll be at the South Bay Fishing Club at, where is it at? It's in Torrance, California. I think it's Mimi's Cafe. There it is. Check it out. I'll be there and looking forward to seeing you all there. That should be fun. And a little weather update for you as that surf fisherman's kind of heading this way. Maybe I'll get a word or two with him. But the weather, February 12th through the 14th, looks like we're going to have more rain, and it looks, at least early, like that's going to be fairly substantial. I'll let you know as we go along. So those nice halibut, that was great to see. All right, let's talk long range. Still some big yellowfin tuna being taken 1,000 miles south of Point Loma. 1,000 miles, you say? That's right. It's the time of the year when the San Diego Long Range Fleet goes down to the Hurricane Bank and other areas. They fish down there. It's 3 days to get to the area. That's why they have 16-day trips. 6 of your days minimum are going to be travel, but it's a good time to get seminars under your belt and get your tackle ready and get ready for some good yellowfin tuna fishing. There has been a lot of fish down there, most of it over 100 pounds, a lot of it in the 160 to 190 pound class, and some cows up over 200 pounds, pushing 300 pounds. So there's been some nice YFT mixed with it, some good wahoo fishing. It has been weather dependent. In other words, weather up, you get nasty weather, fish down. And we certainly have seen our share of that here recently. So the weather, we are hoping, is going to behave. If it does, those boys should do just fine down there. Water temperature, not too bad, a little chilly. Feels to me like 58 degrees. Perfect for a lot of barred perch. For all of you who are going to be here in another hour or two. That's going to be fun. If you're just waking up, come on down and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt about that. All right, let's talk the Mexican mainland, and we need to talk about Cabo San Lucas, where there's some of that 15 to 40 pound yellowfin tuna being taken. Not a lot, but if you get offshore, you know, down about, I want to say 23 miles offshore, 25 miles like that, that's where most of that fish has been taken. You have to locate pods of dolphin, and when you do, those yellowfin have been pretty good. There's a few hundred pounders mixed in with it, so that is definitely not out of the question to catch something like that. Loreto and Mulegé, outstanding yellowtail action going on there. Wintertime yellow fishing there can be really outstanding. By the way, Bay of LA, Fish Arms Sport Fishing. I got to meet the guy who owns that. What a gentleman. I can't wait to get down there and fish with him. And they've had some superior yellowtail action at Bola, Bay of LA. Bahia de los Angeles has been really good also. So some good stuff going on down there. Again, San Quintin, they get that really good yellowtail bite on the yo-yo iron at times. It's only 140 miles down below the border, and at times it's really, really good. It lacks some consistency, but for the most part, it's decent. Now, for the most part, we're catching a lot of vermilions and lingcod and really good rock fishing going on in that neck of the woods. Gorgeous here this evening. Man, I wish you were here right now. I'll see you in a few more hours here on Super Bowl Sunday. It's beautiful, as you can tell. I can see the moon already poking its nose out. 6:30 a.m. high tide. That's always magical. When you get a high tide and a sunrise colliding together, that's always really good stuff. So once again, some good fishing down there in San Quintin. Punta Colonet, very windy right now. It's been too windy. It's been windy down in San Quintin also, but that's supposed to calm down here shortly. But a lot of wind, and it prohibited San Diego-based boats from going down and fishing Colonet, which is 120 miles below the border. In beautiful Ensenada, Baja California, we're focused mostly on rockfish, and it's been good. Some really excellent catches of bocaccio and vermilions and nice big fat lingcod to go along with that. However, they do get some big bonito and occasional yellowtail bite there also. So we'll keep our eyes on that for you very, very closely as I'm just checking this ocean out. It does look like it is calming down quite a bit, and that is outstanding news. Hopefully it's going to stay just like that. Popotla is a little zone that is located down to the south of Rosarito, not very far down the Baja coast. It's a great place to drive to and a lovely place to fish. And we've got a dear friend down there, Carlos Cortez, and Carlos put the wood to the rockfish yesterday. By the way, that is Cortez Sport Fishing out of Popotla. Highly recommend you fish with Carlos. He does a great job. He was fishing with Joel Cardenas tube baits, and the cod were chewing them up. So they had some really fun fishing there out of Popotla. Just another great place for you to take a look at, no doubt about that. So some good fishing going on there. The El Patron will not be fishing Catalina Island here today. They're taking Super Bowl Sunday off. Going to enjoy the big game. And as I say, that game will kick off about 3:30, something like that. So they'll be in, but next weekend, they'll be at it again, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The El Patron goes to Catalina Island out of Long Beach Sport Fishing. Once again, they do a great job. They're limited load. There's no fuel surcharge, and there's a special low wintertime price. I'm telling you, you will totally enjoy it. It's outstanding on the El Patron. www.longbeachsportfishing.org. Get on the El Patron if you really want to have some fun. No doubt about that. All right, up and down the Southern California coast, we've been catching sculpin and whitefish. Boats like the Sea Watch down there out of San Diego, they get a few sand bass, but mostly whitefish, some sculpin sometimes. And that can be said for most of the boats from really San Diego all the way up to the Channel Islands. There's some guys that focus on sand dabs, and they do quite well on the sand dabs. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, there's no limit on sand dabs, so you can load up on as many of those little flat pancakes as you want. I mean, it's conceivable to catch 200 of those things. You're fishing multiple hooks, and they love to climb those canyons, so that is really fun stuff. But for the most part, that's what you're catching up and down the coast. That will change in March when we're allowed to take sheephead again, and then rockfish season will open up again here in Southern California. That will happen in April. We're looking forward to the rockfish opener on board the Island Spirit up down to Ventura Sport Fishing. If you go to venturasportfishing.com right now, you can book any trip, any day for 20% off. If you need some help with that, just give the office personnel a call at 805-676-3474. Give them a call and they'll help you. But I mean, you can pick all your dates right now, book, and you'll get 20% off. You're foolish if you don't take them up on this, and that comes to an end on April 1st. So keep that in mind. I think that is such a great deal for you all. All right, so sculpin, whitefish, that kind of stuff, a little bit of halibut around. Native Sun's been out. They've been catching some halibut. Private boaters, man, you saw Angel Ramirez. You saw what's out there for those guys. Nick Musgrave is going to go with Rocco. They were going to go yesterday, but now they're leaving here on Super Bowl Sunday. They're headed out to Catalina Island. They're going to see if they can't come up with a white sea bass or something like that. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Hey, some of the guys were just goofing around here yesterday. John and Michael Limon, you know those guys. They were down at 22nd Street Landing catching a variety of fish down there at 22nd Street. Really having a lot of fun. From KC Anglers, the boys were out fishing at Fin and Feather in Palmdale, California, and Rick was one of those guys. They all had some nice trout, so some good fishing for those guys. And Irma Elena Jaimes was catching sand bass down towards San Diego, and I send her my very best. It's been too long since I've seen her and Michael Raven and the gang. I hope to see those guys really soon, one of these days. So that's what's been going on there. Now, as we take a look here at the surf, of course, we want to talk about what's going on surf fishing wise. And again, it's been a lot of barred perch in the surf. Now, some days they bite and some days they don't. We've also seen a little bit more of the yellowfin croaker here recently. More and more of that yellowfin croaker. And they love to bite on a small chrome jig, whether it's a Castmaster or it's a chrome crocodile. That's a really good way to take yellowfin croaker. So keep that in mind. We'll be fishing right here on Super Bowl Sunday, and we hope you're going to be able to make that and join us for that great day's fishing. Make sure you stop off at Big Fish Bait and Tackle, buy the ruler that they have, and you'll measure your catch with that ruler, and then you're automatically enrolled in their free rod giveaway. A free, beautiful custom surf fishing rod every single month for the biggest fish. Sometimes it's a halibut, sometimes it's a perch. That changes, that's fluid, but you can get all that information at Big Fish Bait and Tackle, and they'll tune you up on that. This month, it is for halibut, so you can catch the biggest halibut with us tomorrow morning, and man, that would be fantastic. If you were able to do that, we would love that. So keep that in mind. So down below the border, you know, around, well, you can go down there 120 miles to Punta Colinet. That area's had really good bar perch fishing. A little bit below that, San Quintin, also same thing. Moving you up San Diego, Oceanside, San Clemente, here in Surfside, California. we see some pretty good bar perch and more of that yellowfin croaker. So I'm hoping that's going to be in the game here tomorrow. And hopefully somebody's going to come up with a nice halibut. We also have this brand new line that we're going to field test with you. We've been field testing it. Mitchell, halibut man. I love the guy. He's been field testing and he says, man, you can't see it when it lays in the sand. It is so effective. You can try it with us tomorrow right here. We'll have that available for you. And there's going to be some other surprises, some new products that we're going to introduce you to right here on the beach on a beautiful Super Bowl Sunday morning. That's going to be a lot of fun. And again, stop by Big Fish Bait and Tackle. Bait works best in the wintertime. You can catch some fish if you're fishing the Berkeley camo worms, something like that. But if you're going for a halibut, throwing a Lucky Craft lure is something that works really, really well. I've caught them a lot of halibut, a lot on a chrome jig also. Castmaster, crocodile, those work really well also. All right, what a beautiful Super Bowl Sunday it's gonna be. It's always great to be with each and every one of you. We've covered a lot with you here, and I can't wait to see you in just a few more hours. Super Bowl Sunday here in Surfside, California. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see you down here with us. And then I'll see you on Wednesday over there at Mimi's Cafe in Torrance, California. That information is right there for you also. Have a great one. If I don't see you in a couple of hours, I hope to see you somewhere else really, really soon. Take care, my friends.